Hello everyone, this is Saqib Khan, and today in this video basically I'm going to tell you about the how to make the programs of mostly just very simple addition of two numbers. And I will also tell you about taking the value from the or taking the input from the user, and how to take the input from the user. I hope so you have seen my previous video, and just if you have seen, then you can just see, or otherwise if you have not seen, I will just give the link in the description. You can just watch this video. So I'm starting here as a notepad, and I will not use IDE because it is very good to just use the notepad, as it you can find this in every laptop or any computer. So here in last video I have told you first thing was package, so I'm importing here util package util dot star for scanner. So I'm just importing scanner package, and now making the class, and I'm giving the class name as add because this is the sum of two addition of two numbers. So now opening the class and then defining the function, main function public static void main, and then passing the parameters, that is string args arguments, and then bracket close, bar brackets, and then bracket should be closed. So after this, opening the main function and initializing the variable. Actually, why I'm initializing the variable? What is the initialization? Actually, initialization is the giving the data type to a variable. It will tell you that the particular variable will store a particular type of value. Suppose here I'm using int means integer, and you have studied in math actually what is integer and all. That is a simple number without any decimal places. So here I'm just initializing it as an integer, and I am giving the variable name as num1. So what it will do, actually it will just make a variable with the name num1, and it will be used to store the first number. Okay, store the first number. And in similar way I'm just making another variable, that is the num2, in which the second number will be stored, and then a variable sum, in which the sum of these two number will be stored. So basically the sum of two integers will be an integer. So I have also initialized this as integer only, int. And now I'm just after initialization I'm just making the object. The syntax for the object is scanner, in which s should be capital, and then equals to uh, new scanner, then system dot in. And here after scanner there should be the object name. So I'm creating the object, and the name of the object is sc. I'm just making the object name as sc. You can give any name you can give, either add, no, because the class name or object name should be same. So you can just make any name, a b c d, you can give anything. So here the scanner sc equals to new scanner system dot in. And why I'm making the object here? I'm making the object I'm making the object because I will just use this object to store the value. I will show you. So here making the objects, and now I'm just so I'm now just going to print a statement that enter the first number, so that when the user will run the program, he will get the first line that enter the first number. So I have told you what is all about, how to just print the text, any text. So I'm printing here the text as system.out.println, and the text will be enter the first number, enter the first number. Okay, here enter the first number, the statement will be printed as enter the first number, and then the number will be stored in the variable as num1. So here I am calling the variable as num1, and then I'm going to call the object. So here the object is sc, and the statement for just saving the integer type value is next int, in which I should be capital. Make sure that I is capital here. Okay, because the statements are for integer, I should be capital, and for float type values, that sc dot next float, and then for double sc dot next double. So like this only, there are different syntax. So here the value first number will be stored in the variable name num1, and now I am just going to print the second statement as enter the second number. Making this printing these statements will make the program user friendly, so I'm just doing these things, and it is important also. Enter the second number. Okay, enter the second number, and now just storing the number 2 and calling the object sc dot next integer type. So int should be capital, I should be capital, and then next int. Now the numbers are stored, and now I'm just going to make the formula. So here the formula of adding two numbers is a equals to b plus c. So here sum equals to num1 plus num2, sum equals to num1 plus num2. Okay, sum equals to num1 plus num2. So here it will just add the number 1 and number 2, and it will store in the variable sum. Okay, now after storing the numbers and just printing the numbers, adding the numbers, now what is the main thing? Printing the result. So printing the result, again I am using the system dot out dot print ln statement, and here I am just giving the text as the sum of the two numbers, the sum of the two numbers are then colon, and then bracket should be closed. So it will be printed here, the sum of two numbers are. Then for just printing the value of any variable, for just printing the value of any variable, or for just printing the data of any variable, we are just using the plus symbol and then the name of that variable. So here I'm using the plus, and the value that the result is stored in the sum variable. So I'm just calling here the sum, and then I'm just closing, and then the semicolon. So don't forget to put the semicolons, otherwise it will show errors. So here the printing is also done, and now I'm just closing the main function and then the class. So here end of the class, as I have told you already about the comments, end of the class, how to make the comments, and here end of the main function, end of the main function, and then here uh, adding adding two numbers, here addition of two number, and here storing, sorry, storing the second number, storing the second number. Here is storing the first number, then making object initializing variables, and then here uh, opening the main function, and here opening the class. So opening the class, and you know well, package importing. Okay, so comments are done, then documentation is done, then logic, class, main function, everything is done, passing parameters. So now just saving it and compiling it, the main work. So here I am just saving this as the class name, because while using notepad you have to save the file name as the class name. So basically I am just saving it for the class name. So here it is add, and then extension as java. So add.java, all files on the desktop, I'm just saving on the desktop, you can save anywhere, and you have to just select the directory also as per the saving directory. So now command prompt, changing the directory because my file is saved on the desktop. So here I have changed the directory, and now I am just compiling, the keyword java c space and the file name, that is add dot java. Here it is compiling, and if there is any error it will show. So you have to write codes and then compile and then run for the output, just and if you find any errors, don't get panic, because finding the errors is just uh, satisfaction that yes, I have made any mistake, and you learn from those mistakes. So now just after compiling, here it is no error, it is shown that no error is here. If it is there any error, then it will show you. So now just going for the output, java then space add, and here, so I'm running it for the output. So here it is asking for the enter the first number. What is the first number that you want for the addition? So I'm giving here at as 10. Then after pressing the enter, it is asking for the enter the second number. So I'm just giving it here as 5, and then the sum of the two numbers are 15. So here the result is given as sum of the two numbers are as 15, and I have just got the output successfully. So basically I have done this program, and in the input number, as I have just taken the value from the user. So basically you can just go back and just check out the number from direct, you can directly give the number also. Just you have to remove this line, just you can just delete this line. Okay, I have just deleted the object, and then storing the number here, and then again storing the number here, and it will not ask. Okay, here you just don't ask these things for entering the number, just addition of two numbers and the sum of the two numbers are. Okay, so here you can give directly 10, and then some num 2 is 5. Okay, again I'm just saving it, and I'm going to compile it. So I'm just compiling it here again. Okay, there is no error, and again just I am going for the output, java add, and here it is, the sum of two numbers are 15. So basically actually here we have just taken the output from the input from the user, and we have got the output as the sum of two numbers are 15, and here we have directly given the input inside the program here, this num1 equals to 10 and num2 equals to 5, I have given here. So it is not asking for the input, and here directly the result is the sum of the two numbers are 15. So basically if you like this video, you can just press the like icon and subscribe the channel. uh, Usually I don't do this, but sometimes you have to do. So thank you, and thanks for watching.